So today I wanted to discuss your journey with your natural hair and locks. Tell us a little bit, how did you start it and why did you decide to lock your hair? Welcome today to Holistic Approach to Natural Hair. Today we have Liya. Liya, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am a mom and a student, and I go to school and I also teach. And yeah, I have a very busy life. I have a nonprofit. I go back and forth from Ethiopia and the United States. I'm recording an EP called Love Evolution, and I've played the violin since I was little. So this is the first time I actually am using my violin and combining it with my vocals. So I wrote the track to my songs either on my violin or my guitar. And my producer has been really patient with me because this is the first time I've done this. So, but it's coming together really well. Yeah.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit, how did you start it and why did you decide to lock your hair?
So I started it. We we tried a two-strand twist. So my hair texture is I don't know the names or the numbers, but it's kind of a mix of everything. I can have an afro if I want to, or I don't have the wash and go hair, but I can kind of some of it curls and then some of it straight. So I don't have any chemicals in my hair, but I used to straighten it. Um, and and my hair, once you straighten it, like after two or three times, it loses its curl pattern. So I was trying to grow my hair out and then lock it, but I only was able to grow out this much and the rest was bone straight. I think it was about shoulder length. So we tried a two-strand twist, and it would stay twisted at the roots where it was thicker, but at the end they kept coming undone. So some of them I ended up braiding them and then they just kept getting undone. So finally I like Googled how white people lock their hair, and they actually tease their each strand or each lock from the bottom and then hand roll it. So I tried that. That seems to work. Yeah, I've just been coming to you every 6 weeks to get it redone and styled. So that's how I did it. Honestly, I've always just wanted locks, but in our culture, it's just not really accepted because typically for a lot of the women, their hair is a little bit easier to manage than mine. They can do the wash and go, and for them in our culture, if you have locks, that really means like you've come on hard times, and you just haven't been able to take care of yourself. So it's more of a sign of struggling. And also, we have a large Rastafarian community in Ethiopia, in a city called Shashamani, or a community called Shashamani, and we're very religious. So for us, there's only one God. But for the Rastafarian way of life, they actually believe that the Old Testament was written about Haile Selassie and not Jesus, and so they worship him as the deity that the Old Testament prophesied about. So for us in our culture, that's blasphemy. So either way you go, if you have locks, they're like, you're not doing good. So I was scared to do it for a long time, but now I have a family, I have a husband, I have a child, I have a home, I have a career. So I figured, I've been in the US for a long time, so I'm like, you know what, I'm ready to just do my thing and come what may.
Awesome. That's amazing. So, since you have your likes, do you feel a sense of struggle or do you feel a sense of freedom?
Oh, absolutely, freedom. I mean, it's like it's kind of led the way for me to be free in so many ways. Like, in our family growing up, like we come from a back home in like a upper middle class society, and maybe not here in the United States, but back home. So the culture is, you have to be very well kempt and you have to look a certain way. You have to look nice, look nice, look nice, look nice. That's, oh gosh, look nice so much. So, but look nice has a very small definition. You can't really step outside of that. So I didn't realize how much that I had made that part of my identity that look nice part. So now, you know, I'm free with my hair. And then it's like, you know what? I don't even need to wear makeup like that. Like, I realized I was wearing makeup, but my skin doesn't really, I don't have a lot of issues with my skin. So the makeup was actually giving me issues with my skin. And
Mm.
I realized that the makeup wasn't good for me. And like, it actually, even with like eyeliner or a lot of the concealer, it gets in my eyes and my eyes would be red. I'm like, why am I torturing myself? This whole look nice business is for the birds. So I like just do more natural shea butters, and then like with my clothes, like especially with the pandemic, I realized my look nice clothes are really uncomfortable. Like I
Mhm.
don't even like pants anymore. So like my whole style of clothes has just changed, and I'm more catering to what feels good. Um, and it just makes when I'm more comfortable on the outside, I don't have to worry, oh, is my hair sticking up? Oh, I can't go outside because it's raining, my hair's. So all those things took up so much of my mind energy.
Mm.
Now that I've let all of that go, it's just like I'm so much happier. I get to focus on things that are more important, and the things that mean more meaningful in my life have flourished because I'm giving them more attention instead of looking nice. So that's
Yes,
been great.
that's awesome. So if I hear you correctly, you feel more authentic to your true self and
Yes.
being more, and it shows towards your action, towards embracing your skin, embracing your body, and wear clothes that brings you joy versus fitting to that narrative that you no longer fit in, and just do things that brings you joy. So which is really
Oh, yes.
awesome. And your skin is really really glowing, by the way. So yes.
Ah, thank you. Some of that is the lighting, but thank you.
Yeah, it's really nice. Thank you for making the time to really explain to us how transitioning to Locs made you, not only give you a sense of ease with your hair, but a sense of going back to your true self and getting to grow and getting to know yourself better in a different way. So
Yeah.
it is so much that we don't think about hair,
Right.
that it gives an expression of who we truly are, the way we wear our hair. It's another expression of who we are. And as you tell, through my locks is always also a journey for me. And I wanted something that was easygoing, so I could focus on the things that I enjoy more. But I also love
Yes.
my hair where I don't have to comb it every day. Also,
Yeah.
yeah, so that's the ease of doing that. So any struggle
Mhm.
have you had since locking your hair? Anything that I can help you and recommend?
I mean, the only struggle has just been me adjusting my mindset, like, oh, this doesn't, like, if I, for instance, this last week, we were on family vacation. So I had family from Ethiopia.
Mm-hmm.
I was so nervous. I was like, do I have to glue on my lace front? Like, I don't know if I'm ready for them to face them. But we went to the beach, and the last time I went to the beach, it was really good for my locks. It helped it lock. So I'm like, you know what? No, I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity to just swim in the ocean and have them lock even more. But I wasn't sure, like when you come out of the water, it seems like every time my hair gets wet, and it might just be my texture, like my texture before, when it got wet, it would just get fluffy. It wouldn't really kink up. It wouldn't shrink. It would actually make it straighter at the ends. So every time I get it wet, I'm having to, spend a couple of hours just hand rolling them and pinning them to dry, and then they look crazy because then they're like beep 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 beep. But it's so I don't know if I'm doing that right. But there was a moment where my family's like, "What are you doing? Why do you have a tarantula on your head?" He's like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "I'm on a luck journey." And my auntie from Ethiopia, she's like, "A journey to where?" And it was funny trying to explain it. But I guess my question is, every time I get wet, is that the right thing to? It seems to work for me, but it's a lot of work because I do like getting my hair. Like if it rains, I don't want to have to fight. So I'm asking, like, is that the right thing to do?
Yes, it is the right thing to do. But so we
Okay.
started a couple months ago. So give it about a year where
Mhm.
it'll have a more kinky texture where you don't have to keep rolling every time you get in the water.
Oh,
So
good.
yes, you in that journey where your lock is forming is becoming more kinkier, where it's gonna form into actual locks after a year. So when you get out the water, it will want to go back to its old form where it was straight and
Mhm.
fluffy. So
Yeah.
you just have to palm roll it and give it about in couples another 6 months. You will see that your locks will be much formed where you don't have to keep rolling it the whole lock.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
give
We're
it a
actually
right.
at 7 months, Gigi.
Wow.
We're at 7 months. And you're right. Right when I hit 6 months is when like I said, the part that I let grow out naturally, that part is locked up. It's not going anywhere like at
Yeah.
the roots. It's just what you're talking about, the ends. So I'm excited for the ends to catch up to what's going on up here.
Yes, that's awesome. So yeah, you on the right path and continue doing it. And the way you style it, it came out really nice. Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you. This is my go-to. Like no matter what, if I do this, I can go anywhere.
That's awesome. So thank you guys. Here you have it. Lila took the time to
Thank
explain to
you.
us her journey, and we are really appreciate it. And if you have any question, leave it, and I'll be able to answer more. So, where can they find you on social media to hear your music or learn more about you?
I'm at Forever Liya on Instagram.
Okay, awesome. And they can also find you on the new one, Clubhouse.
But I do post when I host rooms. I post it on my Instagram, so that's probably the best way.
Okay, thank you again, and
Thank you.
see you next time when you come and get your hair done.
I can't wait.